Everybody knows about two-wheel racing. Everybody knows about four-wheel racing. But what about three-wheel racing? Yeah, three wheels matter. Three-wheeling around the world. Here we are at the grandstand. We're all ready to go.
The entertainment and the love you get from this sport.
Hello, three-wheelers, live with three-wheeling. We have an ambassador program.
They are so focused on this sidecar racing, and I'm in awe of them.
Are we about to witness TT history being made again?
If you're really keen and you want to get involved in the promotion of our great sport, then become an ambassador. Take photos and post them on our fan page. We have such a great sport, and it's all the personalities and all the friendships that we have and all the families that are involved. Yeah.
Enjoy.
Yeah. How about another little clap? Yeah. Let's get the party on, huh? You guys have been partying last night, I hear.
Oh,
all right.
Partying.
We still had a good show up. You're looking all right. How are you doing? So anyway, good. Now we're going to get with these guys, right? And then we have Harry Payne right here, and he's our driver. And we have Mark Wilkes next to him. He's the passenger. And we're going to have a great show. There's a lot going on here because these guys had one heck of a season, right? Beautiful season. I mean,
it's been good.
Win. That's all what these guys are all about. All So I would suggest the most recent big time win that you had. You go ahead now, Harry, and tell us about how things went in Portugal.
Yeah, well, it was certainly not expected this soon into my driving career, if you like. But yeah, we went down there as a wild card and we scooped a win. So it's pretty good, wasn't it?
On a bike that wasn't ours, and we'd ridden once, and so he rode amazingly. So yeah, it was good, and in conditions that were
scary.
Yeah. I've never ridden in wet conditions like that before. That was mental. You needed a boat for most corners.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you did.
Yes, I tell you what, I get excited. I was excited hearing about the news coming in. You know, you can always see I was like always enthusiastic in that, right?
Yeah.
But when I heard about you guys, what you did there, I think it was a great news. You know.
Yeah.
And then so I talked to you briefly the other day, Harry, about the background to all of that, and about Ralph Steinhausen and how that all worked out. Because I was figuring, it was such a great win. And it was a big, surprise, in the last race of the season, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
It was the last in the rain, right? At the World Championship, right? On F1 chassis, right?
Yeah.
So I'm going, wow, that's some heck of an accomplishment here.
Yeah.
Now, tell us a little bit about the background, how that all came about. In other words, how you arrange everything, with the bike, etc.
It basically come about because we went to Australia, didn't we, just for a look, just for a watch and mingle with some people and just enjoy the racing, if you like. And Rolf was there, Rolf Steinhausen, with his bike, and the rider that he had on it, they had a bit of a disagreement, and it ended up he went home, the bike was there, and he said, "Do you want to ride it?" So we did 10 laps. The brake pedal and the gear lever were the wrong way around, so that was really strange to get used to. But yeah, we had like 10 laps in the dry, and that was it. And we decided to do the last world round on it. He offered us if we wanted to do that, and we did. So
that's
pretty crazy how it all happens, isn't it? Just off the bat.
Yeah,
what about you guys? What do you think? That was some accomplishment, wasn't it?
Oh, unbelievable!
Yes.
What do you think about that? Cracky, yeah.
No, it's definitely unbelievable.
But you know what? And how you guys you can we'll just jump around with all these things here, right? But the start of the F2 season across in the UK here, right? Now, everybody was expecting you guys to do good, and you're going to talk about it because you did really good, of course. But you had a mishap right in the very beginning, right?
Yeah, not the best start to the season. Right? Yeah, not the best start to the season.
Yeah.
But yeah, we Yeah, unfortunately we had a upside down at Brands. Shortly after practice, and yeah, it involved me going to hospital for a few days. Had a bit of surgery on my hand, but yeah, it's fully working now. And yeah, we come back stronger and harder. So yeah, it was it wasn't an ideal start to the season, and it really put us on the back foot. And yeah, we could have done without it, but that's racing.
Out of our hands completely. It was a mechanical failure, you see. So it just something that happens. Parcel of racing.
Wasn't driver error, wasn't passenger error.
No,
It was
it's just
one of them things, unfortunately.
Oh yeah.
So
Yeah. Well, there you go. But we were practicing with that. You can do that, can't you?
well, I can do that. I can do that all right with my left. I'm not so good with the right. That's my scratching finger. That one.
No, that's a good thing. You know, this is a good advertising because I get everybody doing that. That's what we need to do. We promote our sport.
Yeah, definitely.
Three-wheeling, right?
Absolutely, all the way.
And anybody, any VIPs, anybody I walk up to, and we always got the camera going. TT or something, start chatting to him or something. Hey, do it. Go there. There. He's heck. I got another endorsement. You know?
Yeah.
So that works good. But the diagnosis on your hand is okay.
Yeah. As I say, it's the outfit went upside down, and I was ready for a right hand corner, and because it flipped upside down so quick, my hand got trapped underneath the outfit. So I had the weight of the bike and this fat on top of it.
No, get the beat. Now we have to have the beat on that one.
It wore straight through my glove and wore a bit of a hole in the back of my hand. So they had to take a bit of tissue from in my arm and a bit of skin from off my hip, and they had to reattach a tendon, and but it's all working now. As I say, not so good with the three-wheeling, but
remember, now I was talking about this guy flipping, right? Do you remember? I know you remember this, right? Remember the one? Now I can't remember it exactly. Unless you tell me if I'm right with the year. I'm just going to guess now because we're talking off the cuff here.
Yeah.
But say 2017, was that the year that you down at Crossroads?
Yeah, Did
I get the right year? Yeah.
I think
it was 2017, and that
my
was
memory's terrible.
Yeah, and I got him interviewed with that one too. Remember?
Yeah.
Remember?
That
we were
wasn't
down at the.
That wasn't ideal either. That one, but
that was a good one. Yeah.
We had a bit of an upside down there at Cross Waterways. It was a lucky one.
But you came out okay though.
I come out alright. I had a bit of a bad back for a little while. As I come off the outfit, I slid and I hit the wall, and as I bounced off, I think there's a picture one of the photographers got, and the back of my heels are touching my back of my head pretty much. So, yeah, it kind of bent me in half the wrong way, which wasn't ideal. But
that was I saw the videos on that. That was a scary one, all right.
Yeah,
was really scary.
Yeah.
You know, luckily the road you didn't have a wall at the other end.
No. No, luckily it is a crossroad, so
I know.
The tim of the bike kind of
just kept going.
Yeah, kept going up. Did clip the wall and bounced off, but I didn't hit the wall straight on, but I kind of hit it on its side slightly, and it kind of flicked me off, and that's it folded me in half. But yeah, fortunately we were all right. There was no major injuries.
I remember Tim. He had some scuff on his helmet.
Yeah.
On that,
well,
on his leathers too.
The outfit was right.
Oh yeah.
It was bent in half. Yeah, so it was that was a bit of work to get that back.
Yeah. So anyway, are those the two worst crashes? Do we have others?
Yeah, no. I've not been. Yeah, I've been pretty fortunate. I've not had too many major ones. I had a one at Brands when I very first started at Clearways, which is the last bend coming onto the start finish straight, which is quite a fast bend, and we got hit from behind, and it kind of just it turned the bike and it fired us straight into the tyre wall, and the bike ended up sitting on top of the tyre wall. And, I came off not too bad from that. My driver fractured his arm, but apart from that, I think they're about the worst three I've had.
What about yourself, Harry? Did you ever have any mishaps along the
Yeah,
Well, I mean, the one you were in
yeah.
that one.
Yeah.
But any
That was
other-
the first one driving as such. That Brands Hatch. That was the first one for me as you know, on the bars. But a couple when I was passengering. Yeah, I broke my ankle, but that's the worst injury so far. Luckily, so it's not so bad.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So, yeah. Well, you guys, I just thinking like all these. I've been covering you guys for a while now.
Absolutely, yeah.
You know what I mean? Because and it's great to see how you're coming along in that. Now, of course, for our viewers that may be unfamiliar, but Mark was the well, you always have it, right? World champion. What? Huh? World champion passenger. Right? Well, that was it. Now, for a young guy, boy, you're really racking up some accomplishments here, don't you think?
Cheers. Thank you very much.
Yeah, it was too. And I remember too, because I was looking at that. I remember too. But you also did pretty good. You've been on the podium at the TT too.
Yeah. Third place on the podium.
Yeah,
Fastest newcomer passenger.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's no. I've been lucky in my career. I was lucky to jump on with Tim and have some good results. Winning the World Championship in 2019 was amazing.
Yeah.
And third on the podium at TT was also incredible.
Yeah.
It's been good. It's been good. I've had good innings, and I think between with me and Harry, I think and the backing of all our sponsors, I think we're going to have a good season next year, real good. So yeah, we'll see what
I
happens.
tell you, this is the truth. This is the real truth. This is telling you guys straight, right? But when I heard that these two guys were partnering up here, right? I said, boy, that's one hell of a team. These guys are really gonna do the business, right? And sure enough, you're doing. And this is you're just getting started.
Yeah.
But you guys too. Well, how do you guys? Now talking as you guys as a tandem here, you guys obviously you get on. You have to get on, right? I mean, for people that really trying to get into the sport and everything, of course, it's all the skills that it takes.
Yeah.
And all the preparation work with the bike, and but moreover, what's that? He's already gone. We don't want to hear his bullshit.
Somebody just pulled into the yard there.
But all right, so but yeah, that's one. Now that one there, we got Harry on there with Jacko, right?
Yep,
that
that's
one.
it, yeah.
Right? But no, it's like we're talking about it now. You guys working together, right? And you gelled really good. So and
Yeah.
we're looking forward to see and the. I guess the TT now probably is the focus for you guys right at the moment. I mean, you got what do you got? What are your plans for next year? Leave it at that. Yeah.
Yeah, next year we're looking to do the full World Championship and obviously the TT and maybe even the 700 as well. We'll see about that one, but we just have to see how much time we've got and yeah, that's the plan anyway as it sits, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Try and do that. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do.
Yeah. Well, yeah. And so, but that would be, you haven't raced on the Southern, I don't think.
No, I haven't. No.
So that would be like.
It'd be nice to do.
But you know what though is that, there you have Mark, experience. So because there's another one here. I these guys won so many races and etc. I just keep popping into my head here, right? But you and Tim won the championship.
700. Yeah, I've
Just
won the
over
700 a couple of years.
Couple of 2 years,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think. And a matter of fact, remember this, right? Do you remember the first time I met you? Do you remember?
Yeah.
Do you remember the first time I met you? You can't. You know what?
Mark's memory's
I
terrible.
was going to say, I can't remember what I done yesterday.
No. All right. The first time was, and matter of fact, when I came up, it was at 2016, right? And we got a little film clip there we want to show too.
Ah.
Was about the movie.
Yeah.
Remember?
Yeah.
Right? And then I'm pretty sure it must have been 2016 because we had just the TT for 2016, and then the Southern comes up a few months later, right? You know, June, and then you're into August, right? And we had just done the pilot trailer for the movie,
Yeah.
and I walk into the awning, and you and Tim are there working on the bike,
Yeah.
right? Do you remember that I showed you the trailer? That was, and then that's when I met you, and I said, "Wow, that's good." And that was the first time, because I knew you all right. But then I'm going, "Well, you just hopping on the bloody damn bike here, you know, gonna race around." I call the baby TT, right?
Yeah.
And it's fast, and I'm going, "This is the first time." Right, and guess what? You guys won.
Yeah,
Huh? That was
Yeah.
tremendous.
We've as I say, I had some really good results with Tim. You know, he's an awesome rider, and yeah, had good results. World Championship, TT, and Southern 100. So yeah, it had a good few years.
Yeah. So you guys here now, do you have? We're kind of skipping around. We want to talk a little bit now more about your circuit racing now. We kind of got into a lot of these road racing and all you guys' successes already. You know what I mean? But let's talk about now. Go back to the FSRA. Do you want to start there and talk a bit more about that? And maybe give me, like you guys can give me like a summary of the year.
Yeah.
Right. Because you guys won that championship. That's the big one.
Yeah.
Right, that was a big one there. You won the cup.
That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The cup. And we talked about that the other day, just briefly, me and Harry, right? And see, I automatically think, oh, that's the newcomers. Well, it is kind of a way, but you can explain that. But you guys won that.
Yeah.
That was tremendous. You had some really top-notch racing. I saw that you were neck and neck a number of times with Lee and Scott.
Yeah,
Lee
definitely.
Crawford and Scott Hardy, who won the championship. But you guys won the cup championship.
Like you say, Chris, the Cup Championship is for newcomers, but not newcomers as in just newcomers into the championship.
Yeah.
So, because Harry had never done the British F2 Championship before, he come in as a Cup rider. He was far from that. He was a super rider because just because of his pace. But so we didn't really know what to anticipate at the start of the season, did we?
No.
But we went into Brands thinking that we were gonna have a good shot at trying to win the cup, and he was on phenomenal pace.
It was a surprise to me, as much as it was to Mark. But we spent a lot of time over the winter, working on the bike, trying to improve it. Always trying to improve it. And we turned up, and straight away we were right on the money. Really close to lap record pace. So it was really surprising and really good. It filled us full of confidence.
Yeah.
And then we had the crash, and that wrecked the whole thing. But
yeah, I was going to say up until that point, we
were on it.
We were thinking that we're going to not only go for the cup, we were going to have a good crack at trying to win the Supra overall.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, that kind of put a bit of a spanner in the works.
yeah.
Set us a little bit of a setback, but we still wrapped up the cup, and
with a round to spare. That's good. And
Yeah, I mean, you guys. I kind of remember that. It was a bit early too. You already had it.
yeah.
Had it in the bag.
We actually won it from the sidelines because went off the line in the last race at Croft, and the clutch just basically disintegrated straight away, and it was slipping all the way down the start straight. Pull straight in and watch the race, and then we thought, hang on a minute, we could still win the championship if it was Roger and Bradley. If they won the race, they would have kept it going to the next round. But they didn't. They didn't win the cup class race. So luckily we won it from the side of the track. But it was a bit of a strange one, wasn't it?
Yeah.
We were gutted that we'd broken down and didn't have a chance to wrap it up, and then realised, actually we're going to win this, and then we did. So it was good.
Yeah, went up to Knock Hill with no pressure, and just had a good crack up there. Anyway, so.
I got some videos and stuff here, right? And then at the end we got some photos and stuff the guys want to put up there, and
What we got then?
okay, let's see what we got there. Oh yeah, intro, yeah. Do you? Oh, that's the one. We might as well show it. They already started right. That's one of yours, Harry. We got both of you guys, in different combinations. Okay. was a good one. Yeah, you know that. Anything you want to say about your kind of thing with Jacko? You know, we had him on the show already.
Yeah,
We
Jacko's
had
a good
Jacko
lad.
on the show already.
That was my first TT, and
Yeah.
did it with Jacko. Good local pairing, you know. It was nice. It was good experience.
Yeah.
We did really good as well. So it was
Yeah.
great. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember. Because remember they had the award for the most improved. Remember
Yes,
that?
that was it.
Remember
You-
that?
you,
Remember
um,
that? And we had
you presented
and
it.
I presented it. I think.
Yeah, I think you did,
I?
yeah.
Yeah, I was there. In any case, doing this. I don't the flashing. You know. When I told everybody to, give me the fingers. You know what I mean? I said, oh, I shouldn't have said it that way. But so anyway,
Yeah.
the three fingers. It's not the secret, we don't have to. But at any rate. Yeah, we got some good memories. Though. See, this is what it is about the sport, isn't it? You guys, see, I just had a little flashback on that little thing there.
Yeah.
That little awards that we got, and you guys have
that was nice.
many of them are, and loads of them to come in the future. What about yourself, Dad? No, you introduce your dad.
Oh yes,
He's next door.
this is team mechanic and team chief, and keeps us both in
Keeps us in check.
doesn't he? So
Somebody needs
so yeah, so, well, there is that. But yeah, so you've
Been there from the start.
Yeah,
haven't
yeah, absolutely. Yeah, Dad's never missed a race. So
Until we decided to go to Germany.
Well, until we decided to go to Germany. Yeah, but we weren't planning on riding, so
no.
it was a little bit unexpected.
Technically, that was just a practice.
And yeah, we couldn't get you out in time, could we?
No,
So
no,
you had
had to
to
miss that one.
miss that one. You had to miss that
Yeah.
one. But yeah, apart from that, you've been there all the way. From
Well,
The
that's
only time, I think, in your race history, isn't it?
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, never.
But
missed
there
one.
you go. Had to be a first, didn't there?
plenty of good memories then, huh?
Oh,
This is
brilliant.
what I was saying. You must have a bunch.
No, brilliant.
Yeah. And it's just the beginning yet for you guys because you're such young guys already.
That's
So
it.
that must have been something. That must have been you must have been on cloud nine when Tim and Mark won the 2019. World
2019,
Championship.
yeah, because
Yeah,
we
that
had a
must have been-
disappointing 2018
Yeah,
because we
yeah.
nearly had that as well. But
Yeah.
we had 2 DNFs and at the
Oh,
end of
yeah.
the season, and that
Yeah.
finished their chances of topping it for 2018.
Well, it's important. You know what it is with this the whole sport, right? Is all the on hands, all the engineering and mechanics involved in it. But it's a lot more than even that. It's all the management in general.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
Yeah,
and
no,
all
well,
the planning and all the traveling and
Like you were saying earlier, Chris, it's a team sport, and it's me and him have got to be a team on and off the bike, It's the only way it works is when everybody like Dad and the rest of the team, they're all clubbing together and helping.
Well, you guys
make it
got a
work.
nice team, Mike.
Yeah.
What other people you got on your team here? Go ahead.
Jamie, the boss.
I see her all the time. She's a star. I see her in the pictures all the time.
Yeah, if we slip up, she gives us a clip round the ear, so
Yeah, so
Oh,
it's
yeah.
keeps us in check. But yeah,
team printer.
Yeah, team printer.
Yeah, team printer.
Yeah, she does all the entries for us. Does
Yeah,
all the
I agree.
all the
Yeah,
hard
team
work,
admin
all the hard bits. She does it all for
and
us.
chef with Sue. Mark's
Yeah.
mum.
Oh, dude.
Well, what about me? I'm sure I've cooked a couple of
one
times.
meal, Marcus.
Wow. Yeah. Well, you got, yeah. Well, you've been doing it for some time now, your Dad. So he knows. He gives out instructions. This guy here, tell everybody what to do, huh?
No. He's like as I say, he's been awesome. He's helped me from day one. I wouldn't be here without him.
There's nothing that you won't get stuck into.
No,
Pete.
that-
No, I don't mind.
Anything
that-
From the
that
bottom
you
to the top, I don't care what I do.
No,
I
that's
just
it.
want the
Yeah.
boys to do well, and I must admit, I think Estoril was emotional for me because it was so unexpected to win that wet race.
That's what it was.
It was emotional. I must admit that brought a lump to my throat because I just didn't expect it, and they did so well. It was unbelievable.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I got excited and everything. But I can imagine you there,
Yeah.
right there with your.
It was hammering
guys
down with
there.
rain. Linda and I were on the pit wall with the pit
Oh, yeah.
ball.
I saw Linda
hang on a
Linda's
sec.
in it.
Hang on a sec. Linda, I've heard word from Linda that you didn't even know we'd won.
This is true,
You didn't know we'd won until Linda told you.
but I got water running out my pants, and it wasn't comfortable. And I'd gone back in the garage and thought, I'm going to just sort of like stop over here for the last lap.
It must have been raining because you didn't take your Crocs, I noticed.
No, that's right. I have some new ones now, Jamie.
Nice.
Wow.
No, it was really good that.
See, this is what it is. It's like our sport. You know, my whole thing is I'm selling the sport, but you guys sell it yourself. You know what I mean? You're just telling how it is. You know, and you know, this is what it is with the sport. Of course, the sport in itself is a spectacular sport to watch, but it's a lot more deeper than that. It's all the relations, the spirit. That's what I say.
Yeah.
You know, it's the
Definitely.
motorsport. You know, the
Who
spirit and the
doesn't love
teamwork.
the sidecars?
Yeah, the sidecars are unique in the fact that you got. I mean, it really is a team sport. I mean, it's not just a team together and then one guy goes out there and does his thing. You know what I mean? You had the teamwork, okay, and everything, but then two guys go out there and do the teamwork.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, so it's
Everyone's got to work their sort of role, and it all comes together. You got to all work together to make the thing move forward. You know.
yeah.
We're all very passionate about progressing.
And so how did you, Harry? How did you how did you get involved with the sport? How was it that?
Well, I've always been involved in some sort of bike racing. You know, I used to go and watch the local motocross and started getting involved. But I always watched the sidecar race and thought, I want to do that, and that's how it started. Really, I started doing sidecar motocross until about 2014. I was involved in sidecar motocross, and I had a really bad year. I just blew engines up left, right, and centre. So I decided to pack it in and become. I went to watch my friend racing a solo. And I was at a short circuit, you know, road racing, and I watched the sidecar race there. And I thought, bloody hell, you know, I'm gonna have a go at that. That looks incredible. And I was out at the next meeting as a passenger, and that's when it started, 2015.
I think you started before then, though, didn't you? Because I've been Harry's dad's a very, very clever guy, fabricator and that, and done a lot to his bike to get us you know, where we were, and I've been round in his garage with him and Harry, and doing lots of work, and he's shown me a few pictures of you as a kid. He's made just
Well, it started before.
made just some little
VW50.
yeah.
We had a little Honda 90 that we put into an RM80 chassis or something, and we just had toys. My dad was brilliant at, you know, building us a bike to. We built the sidecar and everything that I've had, that I've competed on or done something on. He's had a major role in either building it or improving it, and you know that's what he does.
Yeah, got to give a big shout out to Greg.
Yeah.
He's back in the factory, isn't he?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, working on the new one.
Couldn't make it. He's back in the
Yeah,
factory.
I see your dad involved in it. Yeah, that's really good. So like, but how do you talking about a sidecar cross? How do you? It's totally different, isn't it? It's like it's entirely different world, isn't it?
Yeah, it's
like,
brutal. The sidecar motocross boys,
Yeah.
they are, you know, they're warriors.
Yeah.
What they do is it's incredible. I mean, I couldn't go any higher than I was. I was only at like club level. It was really, really tough. But yeah, it's an incredible sport, and I watch it whenever I can. It gets quite good coverage
It's
as well.
good. Yeah. You know, we kind of bring in the whole sport together. You know, from all angles.
Yeah.
We're doing it. You know, one of the first things I noticed when I'd done the movie and I started getting more and more into the sport itself was realizing that in fact, although it doesn't feel that way, the sport's a lot bigger than what it feels like, because it's in pockets.
Yeah.
And by geographics and by class, right? But as we got more and more success, three-wheeling brand got bigger and bigger, right? These other classes started contacting me, or I started making indirect. You know, this guy knows this one. You know, because there is crossover.
Oh yeah.
And so now, you know, we're bringing on, and all the merrier. All together now, all the different classes. On the tarmac, off of it. The motocross and the speedway.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we have all our guys out in Australia. We have some of the guys out in Australia, right? They're racing the F2s and the F1s, but they're also doing the speedway too.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it looks like fun.
Yeah,
I'm gonna jump on one of them. It looks like fun. Yeah, speedway.
I started racing.
And the grass track is another one.
Yeah.
Grass track, yeah.
Yeah, that's where I started. Only done a season of it, but no, that was good fun. That was good fun.
Well, how do you like that? Well, you see, here it is again. For all our our grass track guys that are gonna be watching it. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's no grass track was great. I loved it. It's proper kind of. We just turned up in the middle of a farmer's field. They put a few stakes out, and we were race around the field. And but no, it's great fun. It got good following as well, and there was lots of bikes all the time. And no, but I loved it. We had I had some good results in that. Never really done anything sort of major championships or anything. But no, it was good.
Well,
Good starting block.
down in that southeast there.
Yeah.
I see. Some pretty good racing going on down that way, isn't it?
Yeah, we have
That's where you get
the British Masters for grass track down our way. Not far from my home, about half an hour from where I live.
Yeah.
And we used to. Unfortunately, there's not as many tracks as there used to be. We used to have some really good tracks down our way. Collier Street, which is now closed down, that was a boarded circuit. That was a proper circuit. There was a proper set up.
Houses now, is it?
It's been sold off for development, unfortunately. So that's that. We've lost that one. It's unfortunately it's a lot of the circuits are disappearing, which is a shame. Because it's really good. It's really good. For spectators and race, it's quick and it's fast and 4 laps and it's just a
I got to get down there. We need to, all these guys need the media exposure.
Yeah.
They all need it,
absolutely.
right? And they're spectacular sports. Anything to do with the sidecars. Again, all these different classes, right? So you guys are in the right place. I'm talking to grass track guys now too. So pointing at you. So I'm looking at the camera. Any good racetrack guys out there, you're coming to the right place because we're here to promote you in the actual the venues. We'll promote the venues. Get the people in there for you guys that own the fields.
Yeah, no, definitely.
We'll help you out. We got the platform, heck.
Happy days.
We're all well over 1.5 million on all of our social media platforms right now.
Awesome.
So that's very big.
Yeah.
So we're doing good, and we haven't been doing it that many years, but it does show you, and most of these people that we have, right, didn't know anything about the sport, knew nothing about it. They're motorsport fans, most of them. But a lot of them, we went again, like with this 2 and 4.
Yeah.
Believe it, like, of course we get people that are two-wheelers, there's a fair number of them that we introduce to the sport. But you know what? Guess what? There's quite a few four-wheelers too. They like it,
Yeah.
And then they're interested in all these different, classes and championships that we have. So if we can all bring together, again, one of my little, I come up with these little slogans all the time, right? But here's another one, right? The sport in union is a powerful force, right? So if we all, and you can see it happening.
Yeah.
Right? So this is what we're doing now. I'm going my 3-wheeling spiel. But, I'm doing my sales job here. But, we have 2 things that we're bringing together. Right? Number one is we're bringing all the different guys together from different parts of the world and all the different classes all together, right? And we're bringing all the people that are motorsport fans that don't know about us, but we're bringing them together. We're bringing them into it too. So,
it just needs the promotion, doesn't it?
Yeah,
The more
but
merrier.
that's what we want now. See, now we have to start talking about something else here. I'm on the roll here, but sponsors. This is a great thing. You know, a great thing to get out there. The problem is, even somebody that in the past, and this is all changing now, maybe they do have they do got a fat wallet, right? But and maybe they do see the sport and they like it, right? But there's no media to promote it, so all that's changed now. You know, so we want you guys to get out there, the guys with the fat wallets and a bit of this, to get out there and start sponsoring some of these teams, right? Because it's well worth it. Because you get a lot of fun, you become part of the team. But guess what? You're going to get good bang for your buck as our audience grows. The freewheeling audience keeps growing, because that's the point. You know, you want your name to get out there if you got a business of some kind, right?
Yeah.
So we're going to get them out there. That's my thing. All right, well, I'm going crazy. But anyway, so, okay, now, let's go. Let's just go. I got all these videos, so we'll go on to the next one. That will clip off another thing there. Okay. Here's one. Now, we haven't done, so we did one there with Harry, with Jacko. Okay, now this one here, number 3, with Tim and Mark.
Nice. Yeah.
Yeah, what do you think of that?
Yeah, good clip that is. I like that. That's that was a good bike. I enjoyed that. There's the Carl Cox bike. I love the colour scheme on that as well. But no, that was a good year. We as I say, yeah, TT's been. I've had some real good results with Tim at the TT, and hopefully we're gonna have some good results.
I think so. I hope so.
So that's the plan.
Yeah, well, that's good. You know, yeah. Well, you guys got a pretty good experience now. I mean, you still, to win the TT, you know, it takes, I would say probably, it would take 4 or 5 years at least, I would think, of going to win the TT, you know, even to get to the podium, right? I mean, you have to have everything. Here's something we talk about, right? Everything's got to be working in sync, doesn't it?
Yeah,
everything,
exactly,
the bike, the planning, the whole, obviously, you know, the riders and the everything. You guys have anything to say about that? I mean, we're looking at, we know that works. That's the case for all the circuits and all the different kind of racing. But what about the TT? Do you guys see, is the preparation work different? Do you see anything different, or?
You kind of making sure everything is triple checked, and
I wouldn't say the preparation's different, because obviously we aim to go out every race with the outfit being pristine.
Yeah.
You know, because you can't afford to. TT
anyway,
or World
really,
Championship or any race, you can't afford to miss anything, because that's when things go wrong. So and that's when you start losing points and championships and races, and so no, it's important to turn out a good outfit, and that's what we do, you know, with the help of chief mechanic over here and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
I think we turn out a good outfit every race. But TT especially is important, because obviously, it's
But
a
what
long
it
way
is, though,
round.
too, obviously, because it's so intense on the obviously on the ride, but on the machine, right? That really, I mean, you guys go through an engine sound there.
Yeah.
Yeah, the boys do all the hard work on the engine, but I mean, I'm just there to check and double check everything. That's every nut bolt I go through meticulously, because at the end of the day, their safety is the main priority. And it is, something that one of us miss, somebody else might pick up on, and that's the crucial bit with the TT. Well, with any racing, but the TT especially, the bike needs to be meticulously checked over, every nut, every bolt, before it goes off down Bray Hill, without a doubt.
We're quite lucky as well. We've got the scrutineers to do a fantastic job.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Every bike is like scanned before it goes out there. They go over everything, you know,
Yeah, I know,
before
yeah.
it can
Yeah,
go
they have
into
a-
the
they have
pit
a
lane.
good-
So
They
yeah,
have a good crew up there, don't they?
yeah, they do. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's okay. Yeah. Okay, let's go on. Let's see. We got. Okay. Well, here's.
Have we got his upside down moment?
What?
That looks like the next one, isn't it? Oh, 19.
No, here's.
That's on YouTube, that is.
Okay. All right. Here's like. Oh. Yeah, I got so many of you. I got so many of you and Tim. Yeah, I got like a library of you and Tim. You know, because we had the movie starting back in 2016, but of course, you know, being the fact that you guys are always top contenders every year, you know, our deal that we have, you know, with TT, we get the raw footage and all that, right? So I got, and they're the ones that get most of the filming. You know what I mean? So
Yeah,
I got
I remember.
loads and loads
I remember
of it.
you mic'd me up on 2016, I believe, and because Patrick was on 2016, and because I was still kind of recovering really from my neck injury, so yeah, but yeah, I remember you micing me up, and that was good.
Oh,
We
yeah.
got some good raw footage.
yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
proper.
glad. I'm glad you said that, right? Right, because I got a surprise for you. You know what I mean? It's like one of these quiz shows. You know? I got a surprise because remember, you know, when we did the movie, like you're talking about, right?
Yeah.
We had the reception at Tower House. Remember that?
Yeah.
And we got a little clip. So because we'll put that on there. It's a little thing, and you talk about. You probably remember that. Remember?
Yeah.
And you got filmed
When you
were
interviewed
giving your insight in about
Yeah.
the movie, right? And so I'm gonna try to see what's.
Yeah, because all the camera crews they were in the background. You know, no one really knew we were being recorded.
To be honest, apart from the interviews that we did, I never even noticed the cameras. It's like you're that focused on the job at hand when you're at the TT, you don't really notice them.
I had mixed feelings really before I went into it. I didn't really know how I was gonna, you know, with it being like sort of fly on the wall thing and seeing what we do. But no, it was good. Gets the heart racing a little bit, going back through what we went through. But no, I really enjoyed it.
When you see yourself in video, like you sound different, and you sort of and you think, oh, I wish I didn't do that or didn't do that. But that was the good thing about it. Everything, like I said, it was all natural and nothing was staged because half the time we didn't know we were being filmed.
Apart from the interviews that you do when you're asking questions, everything's dead natural because it's all the photographers and the sound is all behind the scenes. It's all as it happened, and that was how it was.
A lot of times people didn't know we were mic'd up, and it really showed in the film. So it was really good.
I hope a lot of people enjoy it, you know, and seeing more to the background of what goes on, you know, and it's not just all glam and all pretty lights and pretty bikes on the track. It's a lot behind the scenes, and I hope more people see it and get the same gist of things.
I mean, obviously, I like people to go see the film. I think it's a great film. I was really impressed with how the producers stitched it all together and how everything came across. So I think Chris has done a fantastic job trying to promote the sport, and it's what the sport needs. I mean, I hope that future people coming into the sport will get a good insight about what it's all about, especially the TT, and I hope that it brings new people on board, like new sponsors and people that back the sport, and open up new doors and opportunities to the sidecar teams.
I remember that. I spotted you on there. Yeah. But like, all right, I'll only take a minute here. Gives me an opportunity to promote our merchandise. That's what we mean. But so we still, you know, the movie. What's good about it, because it's such a good movie and it's a high quality, very cinematic quality to it and everything. It has a very long shelf life. So we'll keep living on. And as I see, what you're going to do is you're going to get times where all of a sudden it comes vogue again for a while, and then 15 years later, you know, like it will come again. You know what I mean? It'll be you know, just like good old classic films. But you know, we still sell them. We're still selling downloads every day and
Good
DVDs
stuff.
and Blu-rays and that.
Awesome.
And so it's all on everybody's show. Now here you got to do is now. What about T-shirts? We got to see everybody. Go get one of these here. We got loads of them. You know, go on our shop at threewheeling.media. Threewheeling.media. That's our website, and that takes you to all of our social media platforms, and that's where we have all of our merchandise. Here's a good-looking T-shirt. I don't know about what's in it, but but the T-shirt looks good, eh? Huh? And the hat. And I got pins. We got all kinds. We got every here. Here's something else here. We got that. I just saw that. Yeah. So get down there and get yourself a water bottle with the three-wheeling on it. Yeah. Three-wheeling.media. In fact, with the TT coming up, and everybody here knows that we're the official title sponsor of both races for the TT. We have a multi-year deal, right? You guys already know that, but for maybe some of our viewers not sure, we didn't know about that. So our profile is going to be, we're going to get another little bit of rocket fuel,
Awesome.
in there,
Yeah.
right? So you're going to see us all over the place, right? And I'm going to have fun because I get to give out the trophies.
Yeah.
Huh?
Oh, yeah.
I get to go up there. See, this is what I get to do with the
Hopefully
flag.
you'll be giving one to us. We're only like
Yeah. Well, hopefully. Well, I know it's going to be. We got a few years, right? So yeah, we want to make sure that you guys are up there. You know,
That's it.
That's the plan.
So and we get some good pictures of that, and when we're up there, we got to do this.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Even if you're number one, you gotta get. But so that's what it is. But all the advertising and everything. Of course, it will be now three-wheeling.media, Sidecar Race 1, three-wheeling.media, Sidecar Race 2. So that brings you to the hub. And then from there you can go to all of our social media platforms. But it's going to be broadcast, syndicated out around the world. So when somebody, wherever, he's out in North America or he's South America or he's out in the Far East, and he waits every year to see the TT. And boy, I like the sidecar racing, I'm sure. But that's the end of it. He doesn't see any more sidecar racing. But now, when he sees the highlights, he's going to see three-wheeling.media, right? And probably he's sitting there watching the TV, right? He probably has one of these in his hands, and then he'll put three-wheeling.media. And now we got him on there. We'll add him to our 1.5 million followers. You got another one, right? So this is all good, great publicity for us. And then, of course, we have a really good special deal. The TT is with the sidecars, and we're the official media partner for the sidecars.
Happy days.
So how do you like that, right?
Yeah.
Right? That's the reason why you can see, when you look at a lot of our video, anything that has to do with the TT, you'll notice we got our famous freewheeling brand on there, but we also have the TT brand on there too, right? So we're looking forward to bigger and better things. Oh, by the way, too, the other thing I just thought, right? All you guys and everybody that's going to the TT, you won't miss us, because we're going to be right there, right off the winner's enclosure, with our big awning we have there. And we got a really first-class looking one with the big black, with the three-wheeling themed logo on it, with our merchandise there. And then we also have a smaller one next to it that's going to be like our little media center, right? So we can come in there. You guys can come in, tell us how you're doing. You know what I mean? Maybe after 2 or 3 days, just for an example, we'll go out to the paddocks too and see everybody. And we'll be rolling. And like we've done before, we'll be going live with a lot of it. Some of it we'll film and then post it later, publish it later. But the media coverage we're going to get, at TT is going to be superb. Put it that way.
Awesome.
It's been good, but it's getting better.
Yeah.
Huh? Right?
Yeah, it's just growing.
They could be everywhere. So, as I said before, this is what the whole thing. This is what our sport needed. It needed a brand. It needed a platform. Obviously, it needs the audience. It already has it. We just have to continue to get bigger and better with it. Anyway, that's all I got to say about that. Let's get on with the show with Mark, and we'll go on. We did the 2018, a little highlight of you guys doing your speedster tricks, right? You and Tim, right? So we got the next one. It's 2019. Of course, we talked about some of your escapades there
Yeah.
at the Southern 100.
Yeah. As we said earlier, you know, I've had some really good results at the Southern 100, and yeah, they put on an awesome event down there. All the organisers and stuff, and it is a real fun little circuit, and as I say, yeah, all the guys that run it are nice people, and yeah, it's like Harry said, hopefully we might have a crack at it next year.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Well, I think probably we'll see how it goes. I love that down there myself. I have a good time down there.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll be out there with bells on, three-wheeling.
Happy
Oh
days.
yeah, by the way, that's another thing. You know that that's pretty good. We're sponsoring it's the sidecar races down at the Southern for the pre-TT.
Ah, okay, yeah.
Yeah, that's another little plug there for our
Perfect.
friends down at the Southern 100. Yeah,
Perfect.
I forgot about that one.
Yeah.
You know, we had the big TT, but then we also had the pre-TT.
Yeah.
We're sponsoring the sidecar races down there, which are like the classics, aren't they?
Yeah,
Down there,
yeah.
at the time. Yeah, so that's good fun. All right. So then, we see. Okay, then. Okay, here we got some here with Harry and Mark, a little video clip that Harry bought. Oh yeah.
Good memories.
Yeah, definitely.
So that was the championship
Yeah,
finale there. It looked like.
That was the weekend that we did it. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
a good weekend.
Yeah, Croft. That was we had some good racing there, didn't we?
Yeah.
As I said, we managed to seal it there, only just, but yeah. So we went to Knockhill with no pressure, and no, it was good to get that cup championship on it.
Yeah, it was a good result.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but did you now? Were you racing there in previous years? But you didn't do the F2, the FSR.
Yeah,
did you before?
I'd done the FSRA.
Yeah.
Where before I teamed up with Tim,
Right.
I rode with his cousin Sean Reeves, and we done the FSRA then.
Oh, I didn't know.
So yeah. So I've done the FSRA before, and I won the cup with Sean, and we were close to winning the Super again, but we had like me and Harry, unfortunately, we didn't have the best of seasons, and I think we had about 3 or 4 DNFs, and so that didn't. We still managed to seal the cup, but yeah, no. So yeah, I had a little bit of experience in that championship already, and got to know the organisers and stuff, and yeah, it's a good championship, isn't it?
It is.
Calendar's good.
Yeah.
And it's
full of good people.
Yeah.
And you always get good, clean racing, so it's good. It's kind of like it. It's I'd say it's like your best entry level into the sport if you want to start sidecar racing.
Yeah.
You'll get through your bit of club racing as such, but the FSRA is like the next step, and that was what we were trying to do it last year, me and Ollie. But obviously the COVID happened, so we stayed local and did the Centre Championship, and then that happened this year. Made the move to the FSRA, which is like I'd say the next step in your racing, and then we did good, and we've had a great year, and now we're going to take another step and move forward.
Yeah.
To the
Well, that's
thing.
good. But it is a good feeder. The FSRA, their series to the TT.
Yeah,
You know what I
it's
mean?
all
Because-
TT bikes.
Yeah.
So-
Yeah, because the TT and it's right across the water, and it's, well, that's good. Yeah, we did a few videos for them. For the FSRA.
Mhm.
Yeah.
The Donington one.
Yeah, you did the one that
Yeah.
Mike wasn't at.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Manu was there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Temporarily out of action for that one.
Yeah. Okay, so then we put on the next one there. Talking about Donington, right? We got Donington. We put that down.
Oh,
up
it's just
there?
the world round.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's our first
Here it
race
goes.
for the World Championship together.
Yeah.
Put my first race on the Formula One chassis.
Well, I come up to you a couple of weeks before, didn't we? And we spent a week.
It was a long
solid.
weekend, that was.
Yeah, working
It was good
on that bike. That bike had been sitting in Harry's garage for a year, on it. And,
it was. Yeah, we just had the crash from Brands, and I had an F2 round at Donington, and then it was It was about a month or so until the next race. So, my title sponsor from this year, Kel Properties, helped us out to finish the bike in time, and we got it to Donington, and we hadn't even. I'd only had a couple of laps around Blighton with you, didn't I?
Yeah.
And it was baptism of fire, but it was good. A great result.
Absolutely, yeah.
It was good for team building as well, wasn't it? Working on the bike together. I think you two bonded
Yeah,
a
definitely.
lot more, didn't you? In a different way.
Yeah, we had a bit of fun, didn't we?
Yeah,
that's
it.
On the way, and it was good. Yeah, it was good.
What are your plans for the rest of the season?
Well, I'd love to come back and do a few more of these, but we'll just have to see. It's all obviously, as you know, budget dependent, but we're still running strong in the F2 Championship. So we'd like to ride it again, and we'll see what happens. Hopefully we can go to another world round, maybe even ASA.
Definitely a good result.
Thanks, Barry. Cheers.
Yeah.
Yeah, good weekend that.
Yeah. Then we got Knockhill. Put Knockhill up. Anything else to say there? Except you won.
Won again. We had some really good results with the FSRA this year, and the cup races in the cup class. We actually won every single race that we finished, which was quite nice. And we were always thereabouts with the overall. You know, we had our first overall national win. You know, with Cadwell. That was really good. And yeah, it's been a great year. It's been really good.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Now we're going to go on. You bought some photos. We're going to show them, eh?
Oh yeah. Let's have a look. Let's see.
Yeah, see what you got. What was that one?
That's Estoril there on the.
That's Assen, isn't it?
No, it's Estoril. We only rode that bike once.
Oh yeah, cool. True that.
That's where we first rode together. I managed to get the world champion on board with me for a race. It was quite an achievement for me.
Lydon last year, wasn't it?
Yeah. That's a sidecar doing a wheelie. I don't know if you've seen that, Jamie. You've seen that one, Jamie?
I've seen that one. Yeah.
I keep sending it to her. That's a Derby. The Andreas Racing.
That's quite a shot there. That's Lydon.
Us having a good
That was a
ding
cracking
dong
race,
with
that,
Tim and
wasn't it?
Kevin. Yeah, that was a bit of a lottery on the tyres, and the first half of the race was really wet, and we were strong, and it just dried out a bit, and Tim had a dry rear tyre on, and it started to come good for him, and he got us with about 2 laps to go with the bugger.
We done alright.
We did good though.
We done alright
really
on our little bike.
Me and my dad, the engineer, the chassis builder, the legend.
He is a legend. Such a knowledgeable guy, isn't he?
Yeah, that was 2000 and it was 20 last year. Last year. At Lydon. Oh yeah, no, that's how we started the year.
Yeah, that's
10 minutes into the season, and all the hard work was undone.
Yeah,
not so good. That's Brands Hatch.
Did you ever sell them tyres in back right there?
No, I give them to Wes, I think.
Good question.
That's the fairing at Reynolds and Turner, Isle of Man, our paint sponsor, who basically, did a fantastic job there in preparing it all before we smashed it up. That's with Ray.
Ray, good boy.
After rebuilding the bike and we were going to Donington with had Emmanuel Clement filling in for Mark for the British Championship race, and I wanted to make sure the bike was okay, so I went to a local go-kart track just to make sure everything was working, and Ray was our sort of like our mechanic.
Is that Ray My Levers?
That's Razor in Mark's Levers. Just said sit there, hold on, and don't scream too much. And yeah, we just had a bit of a blast around a go-kart track.
Famous for his corned beef sandwiches.
That's it. Yeah, that's that one again.
Another reminder of Brands.
Yeah.
Whoa.
We'll skip past that one.
Yeah. Oh, that's the days leading up to Donington Park, fine tuning in the garden, as you do with Dad there.
With the rattle paint job.
Yeah, we did that paint job ourselves because
Newspaper.
we ran out of time, and we got mucked around a little bit by a couple of paint shops in England, and we had to put something together really quick. So that's what we come up with, just all white with a couple of blue stripes. It was pretty basic, but it was effective. That's Donington Park when you were off. We had Manu on.
Manu's birthday today.
Is it? Happy
Happy birthday, Manu.
Happy birthday, Manu.
Well, it'd be like
Bizzle,
3 weeks ago when this goes out. But yeah. There we are. Last corner at Donington Park. Yeah. Just going. That's probably one of the races, I'd imagine.
Yeah, that's probably
doing the business. That's testing it, isn't it? At Blighton.
That's Blighton.
Yeah.
Yeah. When we got about 8 or 10 laps in.
Didn't get much, did we?
No.
But they were good to let us out, weren't they?
Yeah, they were. Yeah. Where's that one?
That's Assen.
Oh, in the pit lane.
Yeah.
Probably chatting about lap times or no, it's probably what it is. It's probably I'm moaning I'm not comfortable in the seat or something. Yeah.
The famous pre-stretch.
Yeah, stretching out. That's a good one.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That's
cool
by Wally, Mark Walters.
Big Wall.
Big Wall. Is that blurry? Yeah, that's us on the grid, isn't it?
Team shot.
Yeah. Small team for that one, wasn't it?
The first one that we went away out of England to race together, and it was just the four of us, me, Mark, Pete, and Jamie. Causing mischief.
That's us in amongst it.
Yeah, at Assen. Oh, the first British winner.
Yeah,
that's a great photo.
That was a good day. That was.
Look how tall he is. He's not even on the second step.
It's the face on that one. It's
the goldfish face.
Yeah, the goldfish. I've won a goldfish face.
That's Donington, yeah, with Manu. Back to Cadwell again.
Yeah.
That's a nice one.
Yeah, that was a good day. Yeah, we were a little bit fuzzy, weren't we then? Yeah. Hair of the dog, back on the beer. Celebrating. It was nice. I think Hegarty bought us them beers. He come over and hand us a couple of beers straight after the race. Well, brilliant. Good lad. And there's me with mine, half cut. Croft. Yeah. We had some t-shirts and vests done by Jamie. Sort of organised that as a bit of a surprise with the help of Paul Napton there, and that was nice. Yeah.
Yeah. Gary at Happy Dog.
Yeah, Happy Dog Image Solutions sorted that out. Little plug there.
That was the same.
Two happy boys.
Yeah.
Me trying not to be as tall as Lee. Ah, yes. That.
What a weekend. MotoGP Silver Sting.
MotoGP, yeah, we decided to go as, well, we didn't decide.
You decided to go as Banana, and then we sort of tried to do Mario Kart themed fancy dress to fit around that, and then Miles just did what he wanted with an ostrich.
Yeah, which was quite funny. Yeah, it was a good weekend, that.
Yeah, it was good.
Dizzy Rascal was playing.
Your birthday present, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's it, yeah. Thank you for that as well.
Sorry.
Leading the race at Cadwell Park. It was a nice feeling. Well, it's Lyddon, isn't it? That's Devil's Elbow.
Yeah.
A couple of weeks ago. Yeah. On the pipe. Packing down at Knockhill.
Knockhill, yeah.
With Roger Kershaw. Where is that one? Oh, it's Knockhill again.
Yeah, Knockhill still.
Croft, I think.
Yeah, I think you're right, yeah.
When we sold the bike.
Yeah.
With Elodie. We had to go to Belgium to deliver the bike. After Assen, we decided to sell the bike to try and get a better package for next year, and we had to go to Belgium to deliver it. So that was our little trip away.
On it, yeah. Little road trip.
There we are with Rolf Steinhausen, the legend.
Looking rather confused or drunk.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Yeah,
Probably just both known you too.
Yeah. Oh, that was good. That was at Brands Hatch. I was doing the commentary with Fred Clark, which was a real honour. Didn't really say much, but he's hard to keep up with, Fred. Lyddon again, yeah, just bedding in the levers for Portugal.
Real smart looking levers then.
Yeah, they're there.
Yeah.
He does a gift.
Pretending I'm fixing the bike for a photo, probably. It's at LED's behind the scenes photos, which is nice. Mark messing around.
Bit of tuning,
yeah. Portugal team.
Yeah.
That's Mark on the left, me there, and then Linda, and then we've got the Tiger King in the background. And Pete on the end there. There he is.
Very happy Pete.
Yeah.
Mr. Wilkes with the P1.
After he realised that we...
After he was informed. That's Estoril.
Yeah.
Whereabouts is that?
First corner.
First corner, yeah.
Yeah.
Going into third place, just keeping off Lucas Wisson there. Top step.
What a photo.
That was a hell of a day, that one, wasn't it?
In good company as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, in that race that we won, it was also the race that Slosher wrapped up the title, so it was lots of celebrating on the podium. That was good. Mark, the former world champion, Mark Wilkes.
Yeah. Another, yeah.
Yeah, handing it over to Marcel. Yeah.
That's it, the new world champion.
New world champion. Yeah, that just sort of shows you the conditions we were dealing with. It was half wet, half dry.
Yeah, that day was, wasn't it?
We didn't have any intermediates. I think only the Birchwells had intermediates, so they had a storming ride in them conditions. That must have been the first race.
Yeah, it didn't start the race too well, but tyres come in towards the end of it, didn't they? And they cleaned up.
Then they cleaned up. Yeah. Awesome. Good photos, good memories.
Well, doesn't it?
Hey?
That sums it up well.
Yeah, it's been fantastic.
Absolutely.
Pretty good. Well,
no, it's been.
You guys have anything else to say? We close this down, or?
No, just thank you to everyone that's made it happen. We've had a great experience, haven't we? And,
absolutely.
And we're moving forward next year, so we're going to try and make some more good memories. And
as we were saying earlier, it's a team sport, and all part of the team is all our kind sponsors and stuff. We got Samai from Dow Holdings and James and Diane from 1886 that luckily to have them here today that are supporting us, and without all them lot, none of this is possible. So
we want to get the sponsors are key here.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. We want you guys. Sponsors are number one here. I mean, we it's important to the teams, but it's important for three wheeling. We want to get you guys out there.
Absolutely.
You sponsors, right?
Yeah, make sure you go. Make sure you go to 1886.
So what do we say? If we try something a little bit different here, right? By everybody that's in the sitting in the back, everybody come up here. The cameras are sit over here. We'll get a picture. We'll get a photo. We'll get everybody in. Well, I don't know how they're going to. They'll try to spin and get a shot.
Come on, Wilkes.
What? How are you guys?
Smile.
Okay. Wait a second. Wait.
Oh,
you gotta do this. Wait. You gotta do this. We gotta do this.
Awesome.
Okay, everybody.
Thank you.
All of our fans around the world, good night. Goodbye. We'll see you later. Remember, three-wheeling. By the sport, for the sport.